Are Married at First Sight and Harrison together now? Married at First Sight Australia spoilers follow. Bronte and Harrison are one of the latest MAFS couples to be whipping up drama on the Australian version of the hit relationship show. Currently airing in the UK, the pair seemed like a fairly decent match at first, hitting it off during their initial meeting at the end of the island, seemingly putting each other at ease right away. We heard how Bronte was in it for love, and Harrison was doing his best to win over her family and friends. But in a show first, an explosive revelation was to be made on the actual wedding day. One of Bronte's friends had some intel from another friend, not at the wedding, who had warned her about one of the new MAFS grooms. And yet, you guessed it, that just so happened to be Harrison. Her source claimed that Harrison had been dating this other girl right up until the moment he'd left to take part in the televised experiment, even hinting that he planned to reunite with her once the show was finished with. Bronte was, as you'd expect, not best pleased with what she was hearing about her new hubby. She confronted Harrison and Lee, while admittedly looking a little sheepish, fessed up. Although he claimed that the girl in question may have been over-exaggerating and that he could have given her false hope out of fear of hurting her feelings, Bronte decided to draw a line under it and go on the honeymoon regardless, and this decision was vindicated, kind of, when a phone call from her sister cast further doubt on her friend's version of events. Harrison and Bronte then threw themselves fully into their romantic getaway, having a great date and even getting intimate. But then they each seemed to feel that their connection and the initial spark had suffered as a result. Related, are Perfect Match's Joey and Carousel still together now? The chemistry's just changed. Harrison said, "Sometimes it's great if it's done straight away and the chemistry builds even more. And sometimes it takes it away. I guess sometimes the hotter the flame burns, the quicker it burns out. I woke up this morning feeling a little bit off," Bronte said. "How things ended last night, especially after having such a good day, it was really hard to wrap my brain around like what even happened." This situation led to a fairly awkward conversation at dinner, which saw Harrison tell Bronte that he didn't feel they had sexual chemistry anymore. "We had a lot of chemistry at the start, but it's not there now," he told his bride. After a question from MAFS' infamous honesty box forced the issue, Harrison also told her that he felt their night together had been a turning point for what went wrong between them. "I just need time to find you sexually attractive again," he added. Bronte was visibly upset by his words, which Harrison branded as hysterics. They left their honeymoon in stony silence. But Harrison sat down to talk to Bronte before the series' first dinner party, asking if they could put their drama behind them and start to get to know each other again. But the subject of the girl on the outside came up again during the dinner party, with Harrison claiming that the situation had been misrepresented in order to try and ruin his wedding to Bronte. Bronte stood by Harrison and seemed to believe his side of the story, but some of the other contestants, Melinda in particular, were more skeptical. Melinda's interrogation of Harrison's story seemed to plant a seed of doubt for Bronte. She ended up getting upset at the dining table, telling some of the girls that her new husband doesn't listen. The series is further along in Australia, and so we know that there's plenty more yet to unfold for this couple on the show, with each of them choosing to stay at commitment ceremonies further into the experiment. Married at First Sight Australia's Bronte and Harrison, where are they now? The series hasn't yet finished airing and final decisions have not yet been revealed, but it doesn't seem very likely that the pair have remained together. While their social media accounts don't reveal their current status or give much away in terms of spoilers, they do not appear to follow each other's accounts. They have both, however, been posting along with the episodes as they've been airing. Away from the show, Bronte has been open about her bond with the other women who took part in the dating experiment, revealing that many of them decided to get matching tattoos to mark the experience. "When we went to the Hens Night we all got along really well, most of us are really progressive and everyone was like, we should all get little X tattoos for season 10, we're 10 women, we're all 10s. She told Yahoo Lifestyle, "I know not all of the women were comfortable getting a tattoo, but that's the story behind it. Just that we all want to be our best selves," Bronte added. "It's something that we'll have together forever, and hopefully it empowered a few of them as well." As for Bronte and Harrison's relationship, we'll have to wait and see what the updates bring from the MAFS finale and beyond. Married at First Sight UK airs on E4 in the UK. Married at First Sight Australia airs on 9 Network in Australia and E4 in the UK. Interested in talking about Married at First Sight? Visit our dedicated sub-forum.